Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Ashley. This is my Stitching Corner, and welcome to my channel. Thank you to any of you who are returning, and of course, a huge welcome to those of you who are coming to my channel for the first time, seeing as this is going to be a WIP parade video. I know a lot of people tend to find new people to watch through their WIP parades, so if you are here for that, I really appreciate it. And if you like what you see by the end of the video, please do give a like or comment, and of course subscribe if you would like. I want to start the video off by kind of giving everybody just a quick rundown about me. Like I said, my name's Ashley. I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. I work for a horse racing stable here in Nova Scotia, and I love my horses and my job. Of course, I'm a cross stitcher, I diamond paint, I read, I play video games, I'm a huge nerd, I love all of the things. What else can I tell you? I've been stitching since, I would say, the late, like in and around 2008, 2009, that's when I started learning. Both my great aunt and my grandma collectively taught me how to stitch. And at the beginning it was not, I really didn't think I was going to stick to it. And now it is, of course, one of my absolute favorite hobbies, and of course the reason why I have this channel. I have also, in the past 2 years, lost both of my parents, so that has, of course, kind of given a bit of grief towards my channel and my content creation. I lost my dad in 2022 to a what we think was a heart attack, and I lost my mom this past September. She was ill with pneumonia in hospital, and spent about 2 weeks on life support until she passed away. So that was difficult for me at the end of 2024. So that's kind of why there was a little bit of a lapse in content creation. So yeah, 2024 was a pretty rough year for me. You know, I lost my mom. I had to put one of my cats to sleep as well. And just, yeah, 2024 was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. I'm not wearing my rings right now, but my husband and I got married in September, just before my mom passed away. So that was fun and exciting and a happy time. But yeah, so, yeah, I'm newlywed, and yeah, I have 2 cats, River and Faith, and River is named from Doctor Who. Faith is just named Faith because that's the name my brother gave her, and my dog's name is Ahsoka, named after the character from Star Wars. My husband and I have a daughter. It's my husband's daughter. She's 22 years old, and she lives in Newfoundland. And yeah, I'm sure I already mentioned I diamond paint, read, all that kind of stuff, and I'm hoping in 2025 that I can add a little bit extra of that content into my channel as well, so to kind of make it like a more of a general hobby channel than strictly stitching. But yeah. So this is going to be a WIP parade, and the way I'm going to do it this year is I'm just going to start showing you guys, like, these are my projects for this year, and this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm starting 2025. This is, as I'm filming this, I do believe this is the 4th January, so I'm a little kind of behind, but that's okay. And I am journaling my stitching every single day now, so then I can keep track of how much stitching I'm doing, how many stitches I'm doing for the year. So for 2025, I have a very lofty goal, several lofty goals actually. The first goal I gave myself came because of Nicola, who is simply a stitcher here on Flosstube. I am in her Facebook group, which I will link both her channel and her Facebook group below. And yeah, because of her, she kind of posted a thing like, what are your 2025 goals? Like, what is one goal you want to set yourself? And I was like, I really want to get like 300,000 stitches. So I'm gonna push towards 300,000 stitches this year. That is my first goal. My second goal is to the lofty goal of finishing 25 cross-stitching projects. My husband seems to think that it needs to be all the projects here that I'm going to show you guys today. I have to finish them all. And I'm not allowed to start anything new. And I'm like, listen, that's your rule, not mine. So I might in between start a few smalls and kind of, because I'm going to have to, because all the projects that I have to show you guys today are all on the fairly large side. So I just have to be a little bit more realistic. And then I also have a lofty goal, to me it's lofty goal, of reading 32 books this year. I do have quite the stack. And I do hope to do a video here again in the next couple of days, film a video for you guys, for any of you readers out there that would be kind of interested in seeing what my 2025 reading list looks like. And I do plan on bringing the books here, physically showing them to you, etc., etc. So if reading is your jam, I'm going to make a video about that for my reading plans for this year. So if you're into the books, you know, you can always message me and we can have discussions. It'll be great. So now, as I start this, there's several projects in here that I think were new starts in 2024. Am I 100% sure whether they were new starts in 2024 or the year before? I don't know. So bear with me. Yeah, so I'm gonna start showing you guys my projects, but first I'm gonna show you, I'm really, being the bit of a nerd that I am, I was spending some Christmas money at Christmas time, and I picked myself up Pokemon Cross Stitch by Maria Diaz. I can't do a flip through of this book, unfortunately, because the patterns take up most of the full pages in here, and there's not really any like photos of the projects before. I mean, I could kind of, there's a lot of patterns in here that are just like, it's the patterns on the page and there's no kind of like mock-up, except for this one. So there's one like that, and then the patterns on the other side, but most of the patterns in this book are like, I can't show you previews of what the pattern is supposed to look like because it's just a pattern. So unfortunately, this isn't a flip through type of book, but if you're into Pokemon and you don't know that this exists and you stitch, I would pick it up because I picked this up. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys by covering this up a bit. Give me a moment, this will work. I am a huge lover of Arcanine, and there's of course a chart of Arcanine and Growlithe in here, and so that was what sold me on the book. So that is the literal only piece of haul that I have to show you guys right now. So I wanted to kind of get that out of the way first. I do have a cross stitch kit that I ordered from a buy and sell group on Facebook that I have coming in the next week or so, and I'm super excited. And I do have one that I bought on Amazon, so I have 2 kits coming in the mail here shortly. So those I will show you, of course, in my next regular update video. So these projects are all going to get shown to you in no specific order whatsoever. They're just going to get shown as I kind of pull them off the table. I have done my absolute best to unzip zippers and all that kind of stuff, so there's less noise for you guys. You don't have to worry about that. So, like me, grab a cup of tea, grab some coffee, whatever your beverage's choice is, maybe you're stitching, and just sit with me and maybe for the next 45-ish minutes, and we'll get through this WIP parade. Okay, so the first project that I have is, I do believe, a new start from this year. When did I start it? I will say now that I am the worst at marking things down about when I started, yada yada yada. I'm the worst at that. But I know, I'm pretty sure I started this year. And this is Glendon Place Sleepy Hollow. Several stitchers have done this one already. And I really hope that you guys can see everything okay today. I'm trying something a little bit different with my lighting. And that is where this one is at currently. So a little bit of the border done and the start of the tree. my goal is to finish this project in 2025. Fingers crossed. This is being stitched on a 16 count Phantom from Picture This Plus. Yeah, 16 count Aida. And I really love the colors of the fabric. It is just absolutely stunning. So, I'm really loving this one. I'm, again, hoping to finish this in 2025. And I'm going to have to put everything away as I go because I am trying so hard to be the type of person that is put it away, don't put it down. Alright, the next one I will show you guys. Oh, I should have taken things out of the Q-snaps for things that need to be taken out of Q-snaps because I only have one project that needs it right now though. So, oops, pardon the noise. I should have thought of this before. I do apologize. So, this project, I'm going to do the mock-up, I suppose that would make more sense. This project is my Max Color Tiger Family in the Jungle by Jan Patrick Krasny and Heaven and Earth Designs. This is being stitched on a 28 count 1/1 full cross. And that is where it's at currently. So it's looking good. Yeah. I don't think I've worked a ton on this year, to be completely honest. I might have worked down to the tiger this year. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll bring it in for a closer look. And the start of the tiger at the bottom. So yeah, I really love this project, but it is confetti hell, and I have since learned that max color charts are not my forte. I don't really enjoy those. I started that project, I think, in 2022. I think. Before we moved out here. So that's that one. And now this year, hopefully, I'll be able to tell you guys exactly how much percentage we're getting to on all that in my regular videos. Though I do believe that Tiger Family is at least over 5%. The next one I have here is the Northern Expressions Needlework Peacock Band Sampler. And this is the cross-stitch only version. A friend of mine has stitched this and it is gorgeous. So I'm just stitching mine on a white Aida in 18 count. And this is where that one's at. So really not as far as I would like, but you know, it's okay. So yes, in 2025, my goal is to also finish this project. Will that be possible? I don't know. But we're going to try really, really hard. The next project that I have is a project that I started that is from a cross-stitching streamer that I watch. And this is a photo of what it looks like. This is a pattern called Dandy Duo, and it is from, like I said, a cross-stitching streamer that I watch on Twitch, and this is where I am on it. So this was designed by two people on Twitch, one named Pickstitch and the other is Cup of Joe. They collectively made this chart together. It was an exclusive chart available to his community. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to kind of start it. It's the streamer himself dressed as Dandelion from The Witcher, in case you're curious. And I don't think I mentioned that's being stitched on 14 count white Aida. Okay. The next one that I have here to show you is my mini Cunning by Sherry Gearhart and Heaven and Earth Designs. This I am stitching for my stepdaughter, who is a Slytherin and absolutely adores Harry Potter. My crazy goal this year would be to finish this. And this is being stitched on 25 count, easy count, Lugana 1/1 full cross. And that's where I'm at on it. Not even a page finish yet. If I'm honest, the green be killing me. It's absolutely killing me. But I'm going to try really, really hard this year to really buckle down and try to get some progress. Because with this goal of 300,000 stitches, this is 200 and something thousand. Let me just open the chart here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 84,000 stitches. And if I worked on this really, really hard, I could really peg this out and make it go towards my 300,000 stitch count for the year. So, I really would like to maybe get this done this year. By her birthday, I don't know, because her birthday is in July, so I could maybe swing it, but yeah, that's where we are on that one. It doesn't need to come out of the Q-snap because I haven't worked past this area at all yet, so that's where we are on that one. This is a new start for this year. This is Bald Eagle by Custom Crafts Incorporated. This was a new acquisition for me and a new start. I got this from a cross stitch buy and sell group to stitch for my husband who loves eagles. Eagles are his favorite. And this is being stitched on a 14 count white Aida, which is what come in the kit, and that is how far I am. There is some white stitching in there, which is really kind of hard to see, but that's where I am with this one. So this is going to be, when it's finished, it's going to be a fairly big project. You know, had I known really, I just did not assume that this was going to be so big, but I think it's going to be fine, because once it is stitched and it looks really great, it's going to be, he'll hang it in his office downstairs and it'll be awesome for him. So, and this is being, of course, stitched with all the DMC that came with the kit. The next one that I have is a Buttons and Beads Mill Hill kit. This was a new start in 2024. Excuse me, as well. Now this one, like yesterday morning, I spilled coffee on it and I was so angry, but I think it's okay. I think it doesn't, you can't tell. But that's where I am on this one, which is quite a ways since my last video that I showed this one, which I only really had a little bit of the hummingbird done and a very little amount of the back up at the top. I've been working on this one steadily for several days now, trying to let it be my first finish of 2025. So hopefully maybe in my next video you guys will see this finished. I'm making this my focus for a finished piece at the moment, and then when I'm finished this one I will swap over to either the eagle that I just showed you guys or Kristen's Harry Potter. So I'm really loving this one now, getting really close to a point where I can start putting the beads in, so really not too much more to go on that one. The next one is another new start from this year. This is a Royalist kit called Ice Cold Wind. Now this new start is thanks to Nicola at Simply a Stitcher. You guys will probably hear a lot about Nicola from me because I follow her thoroughly, and I'm glad to be part of her community. And so yeah, so this new start is thanks to her. This is being stitched on a 14 count Aida that came with the kit, and this is just a new start. I only worked on it for one day, and this is where I am on it. So really not a ton started there. A little bit of the moon and then some of the wolf. So the goal is to finish this year as well. And for to never have to do another realist kit again, unless it's with anchor threads, because these cotton threads that come in these kits absolutely just destroy me. I absolutely hate them. Alright, the next one that I'm going to work on this year is my Marjolaine Baston's Four Seasons, which I can't remember if this was a start in 2023 or 2024, but I do want to get this finished. I've started in the center on the bench, and this is being stitched on a even weave. I don't know, 28 count even weave. It says on the back there. And this is all with the DMC that came in the kit. Now this project is fairly large. It's a blanket. And that is my start on it. Which is cute. It's a cute little start. But yeah, this is a sheet. This is a blanket, this project. So there's a little bit more of a close-up. And I don't really know why I'm getting a shadow here. I really apologize about that, guys. Like, I have no idea what's going on with that. But anyway, that's where I'm at on that one. My goal is to finish this year. So pray for me. Guys, I have so many projects that I want to finish this year. Pray for me. But this is such a super cute pattern. I really love it a lot. I just don't have enough wall space in my tiny little house to hang all this stuff up. Alright, the next one is another new start that I did in 2024, and this is a Dimensions Gold Collections Petite called Wolf. There are a few other people stitching this right now. I know Darren the Dizzy Stitcher is also stitching this at the moment. And this project was one of my Dimensions December projects that I got a lot of progress. Like, I would say I got a lot of progress on him. That's where I'm at now. So the last time I showed him on my channel, there was literally just this little bit of his eye done. So all of this in and around here wasn't done, and his nose wasn't finished either. So I've gotten quite a bit of progress in on him since he's last been seen on the channel. So again, the goal for him this year is to finish. Like I said, most of these projects are goals to be finishes. But I know there's some that definitely won't be because they're too big. All right. Next up is my Bella Filipina. This is Julia the Firefly Princess. She is my very first Bella Filipina, and I am really enjoying her. And this is being stitched on a 28 count or 25 count. And I honestly can't remember what the fabric's called, but I will put it in the notes here about the fabric that she's being stitched on. And I know it's a Polstitches, I just can't remember. Anyways, this is where she's at right now currently. So got her wing nice and glittery there, and I've been working on her dress. Been kind of all over the place with her. So she's a fairly large design, and I really do enjoy working on her. It's just the chart for me is a bit difficult to read, but we'll get there. So my goal for her this year is, of course, to finish. Told you guys, lofty goals. That means I need to be spending 90% of my time stitching and not doing anything else. My husband goes, "You're not going to do all that stitching and read 32 books. There ain't no way." And I'm trying to prove him wrong. Alright, my next one is another custom crafts piece. This is Hummingbirds and Rhododendrons. More hummingbirds, which I'm really starting to enjoy now. Not this past year, but the year before we had hummingbirds here, but I for some reason couldn't get them to come to my feeders this year. So, well, in 2024 I couldn't get them to come to my feeders, and I was very sad. anyways, I probably just didn't have my feeder out early enough. That's what my mother-in-law tells me anyway. And this one's being stitched on an 18 count Fiddler's Aida. And this has had some progress since the last time it's been seen on the channel, at least I think so. Don't quote me on that, folks. But that is where I'm on this one. So I've literally just put some more work into the wings of the first hummingbird. So yeah, and then this is going to be kind of the length. And this is also planned to be a finish for 2025 for this year. Next up is a stitch along that I started in, I believe, 2021. Yeah, this is The Nightmare Before Christmas Owl by Story Stitches, and that is what it will look like when it's finished, except mine will look just a bit different because I've kind of changed the way my blocks are situated, and there is the option on her website to switch certain blocks for other blocks, so she gives you some options for personalizing your project. And this is where I'm currently at on this one. So Dr. Finkelstein and the Clown with the Tearaway Face, which are these two here, are the most recent finishes on this lovely project. And this is being stitched on 25 count Mire from Picture This Plus, which is a lovely kind of marshy looking green, like witch's cauldron type colors, which I really enjoy a lot. So again, the goal for this for 2025 is to finish. All right, next up is my Fairy of the Rainbow, which is Joan Elliott. And she is being stitched on 25 count Crystal Skies from Polstitches. I believe it's Polstitches. Could be Picture This Plus. Notes below, guys. I promise. Which is the right way up? Bear with me a moment. I think this way. Yeah. So this is where I'm at on her currently. So I did do a little bit of work on her this year, just up in this blue area here, trying to finish that off. So there's a lot to go on her, obviously, still. She's a very large project. I would like to finish her this year, but I'm also realistic that that might not happen. So, because I do have another Joan Elliott that is on the works right now that I have as a priority over this one. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. Alright, the next one is another project that I was doing for my Dimensions December, and that is Wolf Kiss by Dimensions. Now this is a regular chart of theirs, this is not a gold collection. This is just one of their regular charts. I did do some work on this for Dimensions December, so I'll try to show you guys where I worked, if I can. So a lot of the stitching that I did on this project is all this in here. So not the tip of the nose of this first wolf, but all of this other stitching there. There's some black and that in there. But that's where this one's at the moment, which is, you know, not so hard to see, despite the fact that the light's showing through the back. But yeah, I really like this one, and this one is a goal to finish in 2025. So this year. That's where that hoop went too. I was looking for that. Next up is another Dimensions kit. Well, it's a Creative Accents, which is Dimensions. And this is Wolf Trio. This is a project that has not seen my channel in several years. I don't know if I'll finish this year because it's not that much has started on it, but that's where this one's at. And I will attempt to do some more, of course, this year and see how far we can get. So this is not a priority to finish, but see how far I can get. It's one of the smaller projects that I have that I could finish, so we'll see. So you guys are notice a theme with me. It's wolves and horses. Next up, we have another Dimensions Gold Collection. This is Magnificent Wizard. This I will be stitching for my husband, and it will be going downstairs in his man cave. This one hasn't been worked on a ton this year, maybe a little bit. This is where this one is at. So still quite a bit to do yet. But if I could, I would have this be a priority finish this year over my other Dimensions kits, because I just love this one so much. And Lizard Lee, I don't know if anybody knows who Lizard Lee is. I'll post her channel down below. I haven't seen videos from her for quite some time again, so I don't know what she's been up to. I think she was sick the last time I heard from her, but she has finished this. She did a series of videos of her stitching it, and it's beautiful. So I really want to finish that one up. So if I could finish that this year, that's a priority. Next up is another Dimensions kit. Shocker. This one is Japanese Garden. There's a few people stitching this one right now too. Mire the Daydream Stitcher is stitching this. Haven't seen videos from Mire in some time either. Anyways, this is where this one is currently sitting at. So all of these, you guys have to apologize. I apologize for all the folds in my projects. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. Is that upside down? Yep, it's upside down. My bad. That's currently where we're sitting right now. So the tree and the start of the bridge. Yeah, and when I first started stitching this, she's like, I see Donald Duck and I can't unsee it. Yeah, for 100% sure that looks like Donald Duck, isn't it? It's funny. Anyway, that's where I am on that one. This is not a priority to finish in 2025, but if I finish it, that would be great. I just don't foresee it. There's so much like confetti-ish type stitching in there. The next one, which I would like to work some more on this year, which hasn't seen work in a long time, and I honestly do not remember at all what fabric this is. But this is, let me get the right page here from the magazine. I should have this marked. My apologies. This is Dancing Mermaid by Joan Elliott. And this is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, June 2017. So that's likely when I started her, was in 2017. And that's where she's at. So my goal this year would be to get a bit more stitching done on her, because she is beautiful and deserves to be finished. And she's been sitting for far too long. So she's not a super detailed Joan Elliott, so a goal to maybe finish her this year as well would be awesome. She hasn't been seen on the channel in quite some time. I just have not worked on her. Just a few more projects, guys, and then we're done. Alright, the next one that we have here is again another, oh, there's a zipper that I didn't undo. Is another Dimensions Gold Collection, and this is Aurora Cabin. There are a few other stitchers doing this as well. I do believe Jen the Caffeinated Crafter is stitching this one. It's hard to keep up with Jen, honestly. I try to watch her videos, but my god, they're so long, and then I just like, I don't know. I get so behind on Flosstube, honestly. Anyways, This is a beautiful project and I love it so much. So if I could finish this year, that would be great. It is not a full coverage project, which is also a bonus. And again, excuse all the many folds that are in my project. So this is where this one's at right now. So hopefully get some progress done on this and hopefully finish, but if not, it's not a big deal. Another sip of tea. All right, next up. Now this is 100% a priority for next year. This is Silent Flight by Dimensions Gold Collection. Another project that I'm stitching for my husband. And this has been worked on this year. Not a ton, but it has been stitched on. And that's currently where I am with it. So I've been working on the wing here and filling in some of the highlight from the other wing so we can get the second wing started. My goal is to do the eagle first and then do the background. So this was a priority to finish in 2025. Yeah. Another project I'll be working on this year is going to be Rocky Point by Dimensions Gold Collection. And I bought this because I knew I was going to be starting a new life out here in Nova Scotia. I bought this when I was still living in Ontario, and I knew that lighthouses were big out here. So I will stitch this eventually and put this in my Atlantic Canada home. I'm not very far on this one, but my goal is to get some more progress done on this one this year. Not at a major plan to finish this year, but that's where I'm at right now. So hopefully some progress in this year. That is the goal for this one. My goal is to at least get some progress on these, like, you know, visual progress, like not just like 5 or 6 stitches, you know. I want to do like a chunk in these and say like, listen, maybe at least 1,000 stitches in my dimensions kits and things, because Nicola at Simply a Stitcher has like 1,000 stitch rotation, and I'm kind of tempted to attempt something like that because it just sounds like such a good idea. Because 1,000 stitches is actually quite a fair chunk of stitching. So if you could put 1,000 stitches into a project before you switch over to something else, you've got good progress. Okay, so the next one we have is a new start for this year as well, and this is the Guardian. I wanted to say Protector, but this is the Guardian. This was a gift from my lovely friend Maria, who knew I absolutely loved the kit, knew it was out of print, and wanted me to have it. So Maria, if you're watching, thank you so much. I love him so much. I love them so much, whichever. This has got a very meager start this year. Maybe 200 stitches, 250 stitches. And that's all that I have. So let's pray to God I don't run out of fabric. So that is where I'm at on that one. This is not a priority to get any finish on this year. This is just something I want to at least get maybe 1,000 stitches in or something. We'll see. The next one is my Mirabilia. This is Aphrodite Mermaid, which I love her because she is gorgeous in blue, and blues are my favorite. And yes. And now she is also being stitched on, I think, Crystal Skies by Polstitches, or whichever that is. And that is where she's currently at. So, not a ton done on her, but I think I did work on her this year a little bit. Got some of her skin tone done. So, my goal is to at least get progress on her. She's not a priority to finish, but we'll see what happens. My other goal this year is to not do any new starts, like, that are things that I could finish in a couple days. Because I just cannot afford to have any more large projects, as you can see. So, no more big projects. Alright, another one is, this is my last Dimensions kit to show you guys. This is Mire in Full, which has been my unicorn chart for many, many years. And I finally have it. And I made a good start on it this year. So this is a start for this year. And I'm not too terribly far on it. But there's a start. And that is where we're at right now. So my goal is to finish this year. I would like to get this one done because I absolutely love it. Oops, my Mirabilia didn't get the cover photo back in there. While I'm up here filming this video, my husband is downstairs in the basement redoing his man cave. We bought some new furniture and things, and he's kind of remodeling. Alright, I got 2 more projects to show you guys, and then that's it. I kind of hoped it would be about 45 minutes. That's a good guess. Alright, so this is my pride and joy for 2025, or for what I was stitching on in 2024. She's going to be my main focus for 2025. I want her finished for Halloween this year, because I just want to hang her up so bad. And that is Spellbound by Joan Elliott. She is the Bump in the Night box exclusive from Polstitches, but I do believe that very soon she will be available to everyone else to purchase. From what I understand, from what I think that's what Joan said. Anyway, she's beautiful, and there's a few stitchers stitching her, but I haven't seen any Flosstubers stitching her. She is being stitched on 28 count Lamplight for Lugana, which is from Polstitches, which is the called for fabric, and this is where she's at right now. So she's looking gorgeous. I'm doing her skin 1/1. And my gosh, I love her so much. She's a very special project to me because I started her in August or July. And I was stitching on her a little bit, and then I quit working on her for a while because I was working on her while my mother was in hospital. And now my mother was in hospital in Ontario, and so I couldn't see her or anything like that. But there was a lot of times when if I wasn't feeling super mentally great, I would just work on this, and it would help take my mind off of things. And so this piece is kind of one of those special pieces, which, you know, when I'm thinking about my mom and I'm struggling, I think I might just pull her out and work on her. I do have some materials that I still need to purchase for her this year, so very soon I'll be making a order at 123 Stitch to pick that up. And the last project that I have to show you guys is another new start that I started this year, and this is like my pride and joy having Unearthed Designs. And this is Strength by Jeff Haney. And I just absolutely I love this piece so much. And this piece is very special too, again, because after my mom died, I spent a lot of time working on this. And it's still such a great piece for me. It's such an easy and fast piece for me. I'm almost finished page number 2. And this is where I am on it. Look at those dolphins, guys. Look at it. And there's some doves already coming in. The lightning bolt looks really good. And this is being stitched on 25 count 2/1 tent. So yeah, as you can see, like, not this tiny little strip, but where these little stitches come right here, that is the end of the second page. And so I'm very close now to finishing this. I was doing 10 by 10 diagonal blocks, but now I'm just kind of taking a column and kind of just taking a color and working it in and going that way. Because I'm not seeing any page lines or anything like that or any row lines, so I'm not too concerned about that because I do, if you can see, I do stagger my stitches a bit there. I don't even really know if page lines are such an issue with 10 stitch, but yeah, I'm in love with this project so much. And my goal on this is to finish a page a month. So this month is to obviously finish this portion and then to carry on stitching with whatever else I'm stitching on. And yeah, so I'm loving this one so much. And if I stick to, Stitch Pal tells me if I stitch on this the way I want to stitch on it, I can finish this in 2 years. So if I do a page a month, that will take me 2 years. So this will take me into 2027. January 2027. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys. So 45 minutes, that is one heck of a good guess as to how long I thought this was going to take. So thank you so much for watching, and if you liked any of the content that you just seen, be sure to subscribe so that you can keep up to date with how I'm making my progress on my projects. As I said, again, I may or may not have some smaller new starts this year. I don't know. This past year, 2024, I did have 3 finishes. My Blue Jays, which are up here now. My Sailor Jupiter piece by Abby Sue Designs, and my Canadian Beauty by Joan Elliott. Those are my 3 finishes for 2024. So I'm really hoping to make 2025 a year of more finishes than that. So yeah, so please, again, just hang out, like, subscribe, all of that. And then in the future, what I'm going to do, like I said, in the next week or so, please keep an eye out for my 2025 reading video, where I will kind of go through with you guys and show the books that I'm going to be reading in 2025. It's quite the list. And then, yeah, and then my next video, I do have a diamond painting that I started, and in my regular update video, I will show that as well. That'll be another project that I hope to finish for 2025. It's a fairly large diamond painting, so it's going to take me a few weeks to do. And then again, the next thing that's going to come in the next couple of weeks is a new craft room tour. This is my new craft room. That is my stitching chair. We've just bought some more furniture, and we have some shelves that we want to put up in here, and I have obviously a few more bits of stitching and things that I want to frame so I can hang them on the walls. And when that is all said and done, I will 100% give you guys a room tour of my office. So that will be another video coming here in the next couple weeks. So I can't promise you guys when I'm going to update a video for my actual stitching. I might not do... I have to kind of get a feel for how much I'm stitching before I can decide what kind of schedule I want to have. But I will have a schedule, 100% have a schedule. I bought a new iPad, which is going to be for everything stitchy related, using my Instagram, updating my Instagram, all of that kind of stuff. And I have a app on there that is helping me track and plan my days so that I can be kept more in line with myself and, you know, plan my day and like stick to what I need to be doing. I'm not perfect with it yet, but I'm getting a heck of a lot better with sticking to a routine and all of that kind of thing. So I'm really hoping that 2025 can be a strict routine of like filming, editing, popping the video out, and making sure that it gets posted up for you guys on the channel. So again, thank you so much to everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season, Christmas, New Year's. I absolutely hope the best for absolutely everybody this year. I hope you're able to get all of the stitching done, that you inherit more new starts, new projects, new kits, new floss, all of that goody stuff. And yeah, I just hope 2025 is absolutely great to you all. So thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!